Hello. So the Kardashians.
Oh no, oh gosh.
I'm kidding, but DM me if you want to know more about it. Anyway, welcome back. It's the moment we've all been waiting for. Just kidding, none of us have been waiting. The Bachelorette debuted last night featuring not one, but two bachelorettes.
And two of the men vying for their hearts are similar, but claim that they are very different. Take a look.
You guys said you have your differences.
Yes.
So what is the differences besides personality-wise? Hobbies?
No, honestly,
Or
not
same
a
hobbies?
lot.
Or
Everything.
so we're all the same?
Yeah. Went to the same school.
Oh, so you guys never separate?
But we did
never
not.
one
We didn't live
without the other?
together all throughout school. Like we did like a couple years, and then we like separated because we wanted to do our own thing and be individual. But
Absolutely.
we had to, you know. So
Yeah,
like
kind of.
job-wise, we have
Yeah,
the same
what's
job. So
jobs?
we're medical advertising, what we do, but both separate companies though. So like that's our
Okay.
only difference.
Do you feel like you guys can read each other's minds?
Like across campus in college, I could spot him from miles away.
Oh,
Stuff
wow.
like that.
Yeah.
Maybe, do you guys experience any of that? You know, being together?
We weren't in the womb together, so.
Oh, I mean, we could just feel the boredom.
I mean, her
in the
face
girls'
was
faces.
like this.
Ouch. And your first moment, that's what you do. Okay, well, that didn't obviously work out really well for the twins, but there were 30 other single men out there, and that means once again it's time for America Loves Ted. Oh, Ted. Producer Ted Johnson joins us now from Bachelor Nation's Upper Midwest headquarters. Wow, new title, I love it. Good morning, Ted.
I got promoted for the new season.
Well, congrats.
So nice.
Thank you.
Okay, let's jump right in. How does this two bachelor thing work? I know they've done it in the past, but I think this one's a little different.
It's not exactly clear how this is going to work out.
Great.
Because you've got Gabby and you have Rachel, who were, they were the ones who made it to the fantasy suite with Clayton, and then they all did the fantasy suite stuff, and then they left because, all that stuff happened. So now they come into this season, and we're not really sure why there's two of them. Usually they pick the one that they kind of everyone gravitated to last season, but I don't think anyone gravitated to anyone particularly last season.
No.
So they're like, oh, let's take two women who were somewhat likable, and maybe together they can become 100% likable.
Maybe.
But like when they get out of the limo, and when they have these private chats with the women, do they talk to them both at the same time then?
So when they got out of the limo, they kind of talked to each of them, and it was awkward because it's like, which one do I talk to?
Yeah, who do you go to first?
And then at first, as you saw there with the twins, they talked to some of them at the same time, but then some of them they did go on their separate ways.
Oh God, I
Wow.
barf. Anyway.
Okay, how about entrances? I know there are always some memorable ones. So what stuck out to you?
Yeah, let's start off with the creepiest one that I saw
Okay,
last night.
let's do it.
That's always like, how do we step it up every season? And this season, they stepped it up with like a choir of 4 people, and they were singing a song outside.
Are those children?
Yeah.
Okay.
So these aren't The Bachelor,
Shock. Thank you.
but
for
they are
clarifying.
introducing him, and I guess it's working for the ladies. Here's what didn't work for me. This guy is wearing a velvet jacket, and that is repulsive.
That's what did it for you, Ted?
It's not the children's choir that can't snap together. It's that.
I just cringe when I see velvet.
Okay. Were there any other memorable entrances or just that one?
Yeah, there were a lot more entrances.
Okay.
So we had a guy who came out with chicks in his hand, because there are 2 chicks. So
that's
2
cute.
chicks in his hand. There was a guy who's a meatball enthusiast, so he came out with a big thing of meatballs.
Oh, that looks good. I'm
There was a
hungry.
magician.
Wait, who's the half-naked man, Ted?
And then there was a half-naked guy on a
Hello.
horse. I'm not really sure what was going on, but he was all greased up, and they were like, ooh, moisturizer.
Hello.
You don't
He
want to
can
hug that.
stay.
That's too. Oh.
He stays, right?
I don't want to
But they
touch him.
never, and as some of my friends pointed out, because they like to call me out when I steal their lines, he was not allowed to put a shirt on for the rest of the night. So
Kind of like when they show up in those really weird boxes and stuff, they're not allowed to get out of the
you
box.
gotta, you got to stay in character all night long.
Or keep your head on a tray like that one guy. That still, to me, is the most creepy.
Oh, that's bad.
Yeah.
How about any kind of PDA? Where did we see last night? Were they interested in making out?
So there was some making out. There,
Okay.
here's my read on the situation. Gabby, the brunette woman, seems to be drawing a little bit more interest than the guys, than the other one,
Rachel?
than Rachel.
Okay.
And so Gabby was making out a little bit more. Rachel got her make out. But here's what I think might happen. I think we might get into a situation where there's one guy, maybe two guys, and both women want that guy.
Right.
So I don't know how that's gonna work because they're good friends now, but are they gonna stay good friends throughout the season? I don't know.
There's a saying about that, but I'm not going to say it on morning TV. You know, the before blank. Anyway, nope,
Anywho.
never mind. It rhymes. Okay, how many people did they get rid of, and how did that work? So did they like chat beforehand and go, hey, this is who I like, this is who I like, great. Rose ceremony?
So, okay. So they didn't speak to all the guys individually. So they're like, oh, how do we get rid of all these guys without knowing? And so Jesse Palmer, the host, was like, are there men here who you know you want to get rid of? And they're like, yes. And so instead of the rose ceremony, they did the most awkward first night breakup. Take a look.
First of all, we really appreciate you guys coming and joining us tonight.
We appreciate it.
Yeah, thank you so much for your time. I know how hard it is.
But I think moving forward, being able to talk to you guys tonight, we've kind of come to a decision that there might not be a connection there for us. So we really, really appreciate you guys coming. Can we say goodbye?
Yeah.
Thank you so much.
Appreciate it.
Yeah, of course. Thank you guys.
So for those keeping track at home, yes, the twins got eliminated, as did the magician, and those were the only three people that didn't make it out of first night.
Oh, that's so embarrassing. Yeah.
How do you watch that and not like just peel off into a puddle of embarrassment? I can't.
And it's like 6 in the morning because the sun is coming
It's
up.
coming up. Oh my gosh.
true.
Ted, are you going to watch the rest of the season for us, please?
Oh, you know he's going to.
I guess.
Not willingly. Ted, thank you so much for your sacrifice. We
Thank you.
appreciate you.
The real plot twist, Rachel and Gabby end up together, no dudes. All right, there you go.
With that,
you.
we'll be right
Thank
back.
you. I love it. All these guys, duds. You're kind of cool.